Week 4 of the high school football season. We're back in the Classic 8 Conference tonight from Hensler Field in Mukwonago. It's Mukwonago playing host to Waukesha West. Good evening, everyone, and welcome into our broadcast tonight, along with Hall of Fame coach Terry Kelly. John Weiser back with you. A great matchup here tonight between a couple of foes that made the playoffs a year ago. You've got Waukesha West coming in at 1-1, 9-4 a season ago, and then you also have this Mukwonago team coming into play here tonight at 2-1, a playoff appearance last year as well.
Well, these are two of the top-ranked teams in the area, two of the top 10 teams. This is a very important game for determining what might happen at the end of this somewhat abbreviated season.
Yeah, it should be said, we still don't know if there's going to be any type of a high school playoff. The WIAA is still working that out, but this may have the feeling of a playoff game tonight.
Yeah, people are going to want to know who is second or third in the Classic 8.
Waukesha West, as we said, 1-1. They've played just the 2 games. They had their first game postponed with Kettle Moraine in week 1. They're coming off a 35-0 shutout over Waukesha South. Mukwonago, on the other hand, at 2-1, they suffered their first loss of the year last week against Arrowhead.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw with Bredesen, a quarterback we saw earlier in the year, and Coach Ganevak didn't feel they played their best game.
Should be a great matchup here tonight. We're going to feature a couple of players on both offense and defense, as we usually do, and for Waukesha West, we're looking at a couple of great offensive players.
Well, Devin Townsend is their leading rusher, had a fantastic game last week against Waukesha, and Tyler Hugg, former wide receiver, has moved in at quarterback and is doing an excellent job this year.
Townsend, a captain on this team, part of their Unity Council. And then on defense, a couple of tough tacklers in Tate Peters.
Yeah, Tate Peters at the inside backer does an excellent job flowing to the ball. Colin Seibel, defensive back, also one of the leading tacklers for this Waukesha West team.
Seibel coming in with 25 tackles on the season. Meanwhile, for the Mukwonago Indians, looking at their offense, a couple of, actually a running back and a flanker that we're going to feature tonight.
Well, Max Braun at the flanker position has caught about 15 passes so far this year. And Cole Kastner is their leading ground gainer and has good experience.
And defensively, a couple of tough players on that defense.
Well, Coach Ganevak says that Kyle Santos is one of the best leaders he's ever had. He's a coach on the field. And Trevor Hoyt is their only returning defensive lineman. He kind of anchors the middle of that Mukwonago Indian defense.
We might see a couple of different looks offensively from both teams here tonight. A couple of secrets that they shared with us during the week, we'll share with you when we go back upstairs to the booth. We'll have the kickoff for you coming up next on the Heiser Automotive Group Thursday Night Lights, presented by Landmark Credit Union. We are ready to go here in Mukwonago tonight. John Weiser, Terry Kelly with you. Our kickoff tonight brought to you by the DEA. Don't be the dealer. Disposed of your unused pills at the Prescription Take-Back Day on Saturday, October 24th. Get more information at deatakeback.com. Time now for our coach's game plan, brought to you by Landmark Credit Union. Coach, what do you got?
Well, the Wolverines are going to slow down Mukwonago's run game. They've got to be efficient in their passing attack. They want to use a variety of formations to spread out the D so they can use their speed.
For Mukwonago tonight,
Their young offensive line has to continue to grow. They've got to limit West big plays, and they got to protect the football.
And we are underway as this one will drift deep. It'll go to Cole Kastner. Out across the 10, far sideline 20, 30, out to the across the 35-yard line, still on his feet, out across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Ryan Barr finally got Kastner down at the short of the 45-yard line. Mukwonago winning the toss, electing to receive, so we'll get their offense out there. Grayton Gannon at quarterback, 6'5", 195, and a junior. One of the last, I think, of the great four sport athletes, Coach.
He's had an incredible career, and he's only a junior.
He'll take the snap, looking to throw on the opening play. Dumps it off near side. Catch is made. Max Braun, the flanker, with the catch short of midfield. Here's the defense for you from Waukesha West. Kind of a makeshift defensive front here tonight. Anderson, Bitson, Campbell, and Lechner. Linebackers are Parr, Gerstner, Peters, who we mentioned in the pregame, and Kundiger, Jenkins, Seibel, Fogelstrom, and Foster out there in the secondary. 2nd down and 4. This will be the quarterback, Gannon, on a keep, and he gets back across the line of scrimmage for a couple into Waukesha West territory at the West 48-yard line, brought down by Seibel.
You're going to see a lot of that quarterback power run by this Mukwonago team. Perhaps one of the youngest offensive lines you'll ever see in Mukwonago. 4 juniors and 1 sophomore. They graduated some excellent players, but Coach Ganevak has a lot of confidence in this young group.
3rd and 2 from the West 48. They'll hand it off, and getting the first down across the line of scrimmage, Kestner, the 5'10 senior, leading ground gainer on this team. Picks up the initial first down. Our first downs tonight here in the first quarter brought to you by Gruber Law Offices. 1 call, that's all. From the Wolverine 45. We'll see several 3-receiver sets. This is one of them here, but they'll toss it. Kestner around the right side, stood up and driven back there. Looks like he ran right into Aiden Anderson, the defensive end over there on the left side. Also Greaser there on the stop as well.
Waukesha West has a number of their linemen out tonight. They lost Coach Rux's son early in the practices this season, and then a few fellas with some contact tracing trying to being forced to stay out of this game.
No gains, 2nd and 10 from the Wolverine 45. Kestner in motion. They'll fake the handoff. It'll be Gannon. Lowers his head over the right side. We'll get a couple, and that's about it. Short of the 42-yard line, stacked up by Anthony Campbell. It's another key 3rd down here, 3rd and long here, and that's kind of the key here for Waukesha West tonight, Coach. Win that first down battle. Keep this Mukwonago running game behind the chains.
Right. That was one of the things that Coach Rux thought he had to take care of, and defensive coordinator Steve Vitale was really working hard on having these guys pay attention to their keys during practice.
Braun lined up in a slot here to the near side. On 3rd down, they'll roll Gannon out. He'll throw it and completes the catch. Out to Garrett Gillette. 6'5", tight end. Gillette with his first catch tonight, brought down by Brady Foster. It's hard to miss a target when you're 6'5", 225.
Well, the nice size at that quarterback and tight end position. Combination I think they'll be working on all night.
Pickup of about 9 and a first down. Another Gruber Law Offices first down here for Mukwonago. Opening drive for the Indians here, taking the opening kickoff. Nice return. Just short of midfield, and now they've worked a couple of first downs here into West territory. As Gannon now will keep it on the option. He'll pitch it back, cutting up the field inside the 20, tripped up at the 15 and down at the 10-yard line was Cole Kastner. Tate Peters saved 6 on that shoestring tackle.
You're going to see a lot of variations with these different motions, and then coming back from where the motion came, running an option back that way, plus running jet sweep. And Kastner is a perfect man to pitch that ball to.
22-yard pickup down to the 10. It'll be 1st and goal in the red zone tonight. First trip into the red zone brought to you by Cardinal Stritch University. Gannon will hand it off. Kestner on the right side. Down about the 7-yard line. Pickup of about 3. Caden Fogelstrom there to make the stop, along with C.J. Grisser. Grisser there.
2nd and goal from the 7.
Again, we'll see a lot of rotation in there as well on that defense. Coach Rux was concerned about keeping that defense.
Trying to keep them fresh.
Exactly. That was the story in practice this week. 2nd and goal from the 7. 2 receivers to the right side. Gannon wants to throw, puts it up far side, overled his man. Caleb Rogosinski, the intended target, the split end, the senior. Brady Foster out in coverage for the Wolverines.
Kind of interesting to note as we watch the plays coming in from the sideline. So many teams are signaling things in. Coach Ganevak uses his wide receivers as the way to shuffle in the plays.
Well, 3rd down and goal from the 7 for Mukwonago. Gillette, the tight end, single coverage, actually drawing double coverage here to the near side. They'll roll Gannon right. He's going to stay on his feet, flips to the end zone, caught, touchdown, penalty marker down.
Pass attempt is complete. There is a flag down on the play.
So for the moment, we've got a tight end or a touchdown here for Mukwonago. Max Braun with the catch, but let's check out the penalty here. This is going to go against Mukwonago.
Pass interference on the Indians.
Offensive pass interference.
Third down and goal.
I think they called that on Cole Kastner. Or Max Braun, excuse me, Max Braun.
Little push off as he made his move in the end zone to peel to the outside. May have extended the arms, made contact with the defender. So third and goal. We'll replay the down, this time from the 22. Kestner in motion. They'll run a fake, pitch it back to Kestner. Down the sideline, he's tripped up again near the 15-yard line. This time it was Greaser able to trip him up, so that penalty costed Mukwonago points here for the moment. Brings up fourth and goal just inside the 14-yard line, and the field goal unit coming on. This will be Sam Sonnenberg, the junior, on the kicking. Jake Timmers will hold. Sam Orlando on the snap. 30-yard field goal attempt. A little bit of a crosswind from left to right. Low snap. Timmers gets it down. The kick is up. And no doubt, it is up and it is good. 3-0 Mukwonago. And I go back to that play by Tate Peters that tripped up what looked like was going to be a big gain for Kistner. Tripped him up short of the 10-yard line, and then the costly pass interference penalty taking the touchdown off the board for the Indians.
Well, Mukwonago, let us know what they wanted to do right away. They won the toss, but they wanted the ball. Offense was looking good until the penalty. But they've got a real weapon there in Sonnenberg. He's 5 for 5 on the year with field goals.
So they do come away with points here, just about the midway point of this first quarter. Made a little bit of a rain snow shower mix come through here just prior to kickoff here in Mukwonago tonight. So that was not an easy attempt at all by Sonnenberg. So now we'll see what Waukesha West will do here. It'll be Colin Seibel and CJ Greaser, the deep men here for the Wolverines. Also Justin Jenkins back there, a third receiver back there. So they'll line three up deep here for Waukesha West. Sonnenberg skips it along the ground, takes a friendly bounce at the 20. Up with it there was Devin Townsend, who made that recovery there on that short kick, taking it out to the 34-yard line. Here's the offense for Waukesha West, and again, the key tonight is going to be the guys up front. Little changes there. Hansen, Dopke, Combs, Martinez, and Werner up front. We're going to see some rotation in that group as well. Tyler Hugg, 12 of 18 for 139 yards and a touchdown last week in the win over Waukesha West. He'll turn and give to Townsend, met in the backfield, and he's got nowhere to go as he's roped down for a loss back at the 29-yard line. It'll be a loss of 5 on the play. Trevor Hoyt and company there, getting there for Mukwonago defensively.
Well, Kyle Santos came through on a blitz, almost had him in the backfield. Mentioned him in our pregame as coach in pads. He makes all the calls, and defensive coordinator Dave Adams puts a lot of responsibility on the shoulders of Kyle Santos, number 42.
And a three-man front with Fusco, Hoyt, and Orlando up front. Rel, Santos, Fisher, and Carroll, your linebackers, with Trudell, Rozak, Jurak, and Essman in the secondary. 2nd and 14, and a whistle before the snap.
Penalty flag down on the play. Oh, excuse me.
Got a timeout taken here by the Wolverines. So timeout, Waukesha West. We will take a break as well. Mukwonago with the early lead, 30-yard field goal. They have a 3-0 lead on Waukesha West on a special edition of the Heiser Automotive Group Thursday Night Lights presented by Landmark Credit Union.
Mukwonago Athletics has been involved in over $1.5 million in local projects.
Okay.
James Lanes here in Mukwonago. We're looking for teams to fill up the lanes. If you're interested, you can go to gofoma.com, grab our registration sheet, or we have some printed out at the concession stand. While you're over there, you can grab a form and fill it out. Again, we're looking for teams on November 7th and 8th. There's 2 sessions on both days at James Lanes here in Mukwonago to support Friends of Mukwonago Athletics.
Three nothing Mukwonago on top of Waukesha West. Hey, everybody's talking about it. Don't miss the Emmy Award-winning Schitt's Creek weeknights at 9 and 9:30. But tonight, it's on right after our game here on My 24. West with the timeout. 2nd and 14 at the 30. Play fake. Hug. Going to toss it up, coming back and making the catch in traffic. Nathan Andringa. Mukwonago thinks there was a fumble. There was. And it's Mukwonago ball at the 35-yard line. Extracurriculars following that play. Drew Trudell may have come away with the pick there. It looked like a kind of a jump ball situation, and I think Trudell may have wrestled that ball away. Let's take a look.
As they're going to the ground, I think Trudell is able to pull that ball out.
Right there. Took it right away from Nathan Andringa. And so the turnover by the Wolverines gives Mukwonago the ball at the West 36-yard line. Gannon will keep it. Noses his way forward inside the 30-yard line. Nice hard run that time.
Number 9 for the Colin Seibel, and number 25.
Colin Seibel there to make the stop. One more look at that turnover.
2nd down and 4.
Good pass, and the receiver, Andringa, came back for it, but right there, he just took it right away from Andringa as they wrestled going to the ground. 2nd and 4 from the 30. Kestner nowhere to go. Nice job up front by the Wolverine defense, stacking him up. Tate Peters leading the way there, finally get him down to the ground.
For the Wolverines, Caden Kobelstrom, loss of 1 on the play.
And pressed here early on with the West defense. They have, for the most part,
well, holding Mukwonago to a field goal on that first drive was critical, and I'm sure Coach Rux wants to see if they can follow through in this one.
3rd and 5 from the 31. 2 receivers to the right, single back. Gannon going to put it up, completes the pass near side. Braun makes the catch, spins his way inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. A big gain of 7 and a first down. Tate Peters there on the stop. One more look here. Nicely thrown just over the linebacker to pick up the Gruber Law Office's first down here as time continues to click off here.
Well, much like Hug, Gannon was also a wide receiver last year, and now he's stepped into the quarterback position.
Getting some interest from Michigan State, we're told. Gannon now will toss it up, ball tipped in the air, it's picked off. Nicely done. Tipped and caught by Tate Peters. Returns the favor on the pick from Gannon. So another big defensive play here by the Wolverines, and the senior Tate Peters coming away with the interception. One more look. Tipped it to himself right there.
Excellent concentration.
Nicely done by Tate Peters, the senior inside linebacker. From the 17, 1st and 10. Townsend, play fake, and throw it near side, and Dringa again trying to come back to the ball. Again, it was broken up, nearly picked off by Trudell. Almost the same identical play, Coach.
Almost the same.
Coming right back, ran it out, and then cut back up, coming back to the ball. But Trudell, with that good closing speed, nearly had his second straight interception as we take a look.
Well, I'm sure the athletic director here at Mukwonago is very happy to see his son performing well out there.
Hey, credit Santos on that flash play, though. The inside linebacker on the chase. Forced Hug to get rid of that ball right away. 2nd down, 10 from the 17. Hort's in motion. Townsend coming around the near side, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. That's about it that time for Townsend. Devin Townsend, 3-year starter on this team. 380 yards a year ago, brought down by Kyle Santos. So gain of 2, so 3rd down and 8 upcoming here with 3.5 minutes to go in the quarter.
Very speed-oriented on that Mukwonago Indian defense. You can see how well they flow to the ball.
Tyler Hug working from the pistol. Has some time over the middle. It's intercepted. Well read once again. This time Drew Jurak coming away the free safety with the 2nd interception. He just read the quarterback's eyes that time, Coach. You can't teach that any better.
He sat, watched how that was developing, and then just stepped right in front and took the ball.
Followed the quarterback eyes right to the receiver and the ball. Second takeaway by the Mukwonago defense, once again at the 31-yard line. They'll go with a 3-receiver look, double slot to the right side, along with Townsend out there. Now Gannon in some trouble, able to escape. Tosses it on the run. Gillette wide open at the 10. Will walk it into the end zone for the touchdown. Garrett Gillette, 2nd team all-conference a year ago, found himself all alone at the 10-yard line, and credit Grayton Gannon with the escape job out of the pocket to find him for the 6. "31-yard touchdown pass by Grayton Gannon to Garrett Gillette. 2nd touchdown reception of the year for Gillette. Sonnenberg on for the extra point. Orlando on the snap, Timmers on the hold. Good snap, ball down. And it's a 10-0 Mukwonago lead, capitalizing on a turnover. 2nd interception, this one by Jurek, set them up. One more look here at Gannon.
Cornerback came up because he saw the quarterback rolling out, and he forced him, left Gillette all alone.
Great footwork by Gillette, too. He found himself there on the sideline, and 6'5", 225, nimble enough to stay in bounds.
He was a 2nd team all-conference performer a year ago in a very tough Classic 8 conference.
One more look here. Great job to throw it on the run. There you see both feet planted in bounds, and then tucks it into the end zone. 3-sport athlete, Gillette. Football, basketball, high jump.
He qualified for state in the high jump, and he is a starter on the basketball team. Mukwonago has always been a program that's pushed to have multi-sport athletes.
Jenkins, Seibel, and Greaser back the 3 deep end here for Waukesha West, who find themselves down now 10-0 late here in this first quarter. Sonnenberg with a healthy boot. Seibel Cuts it up at the 25, near sideline, has some room across the 35, and taken out of bounds near the 40-yard line. 30-yard return. Nice return. Colin Schlutt there to make the stop.
Tackle on the play by number 26 for the Indians, Jake Adams.
They'll spot it just across the 40 at the 41. Let's see what West does here. If they stay within the game plan here, trailing by 10. 3 receiver look. We'll see a little bit more of that as the night goes on. High snap. Hug going to keep it. Hug across the line of scrimmage. Will battle his way to the 44. Gain of about 3 on the play for Tyler Hug. Brought down on the play by Riley Fisher.
You know, we've seen Waukesha West defense kind of stand up and go up twice, but then to turn the ball over, it's kind of working against themselves.
2nd and 7, 2:25 to go here in the first quarter. Nathan Andrenga split out to the far side. Near side receiver is Kujawa. They will hand it off to Townsend. Line of scrimmage, and that's it. Right into the teeth of that Mukwonago defense led by Santos. Santos, leading tackler on this team coming into the game here tonight, 44 on the season.
Yeah, last year he had 96 on the season. He's already got 44. And I can see why Coach Adams feels that Santos is the guy he wants, making all the adjustments and calls.
Dave Adams, the defensive coordinator for Mukwonago. 3rd and 7 for the Wolverines, just shy of their own 45. It's time to line up Townsend in a slot here near side with Kujawa. 2-by-2 look. Single back is Greaser. Hug, flushed. Hug on the run. Short of the first down across the 45 out to the 47-yard line. Chased down by Fisher.
Number 6, Ben Vale, and number 87, Trevor Hoyt.
Well, Fisher blitzed in from his linebacker position. You can see how well coached Mukwonago is in terms of getting that open gap, finding their way to the runner, and Riley's only a sophomore.
Punting unit coming on for Waukesha West. .6 8" Nathan Andrenga does the punting here for the Wolverines. Ron and Kastner at the 20 awaits the kick. Andrenga gets a boomer out of this one. It'll take a nice bounce out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Out of bounds.
Out near the 7-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
So a nice punt there, 55 yards with that roll out of bounds.
Well, when you get a 6'8" punter, he's got all the levers to use, and he took advantage of that.
So 48 seconds to go here in our first quarter. Mukwonago a 30-yard field goal on their first drive, and then the first of 2 interceptions. Second one by Jurak led to a 31-yard strike from Gannon to Gillette. That's where we stand here. And we'll hand it off. Kastner
on the carry.
Kastner out across the 10-yard line. Brought down by Colin Seibel.
Number 9, Colin Seibel. Gain is out to the 10-yard line.
Colin Seibel getting into the
Down and 7.
mix here tonight defensively for West. See some C.J. Greaser back there too at the safety position at times tonight as well. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Again, nice little move over the right side across the 15 out to the 16-yard line, just shy of the first down. Greaser there on the stop, and that'll run out our clock here in this first quarter. Pair of Waukesha West turnovers have led to 10 points here tonight. Mukwonago on top of Waukesha West 10-0. Our special Friday night edition of the Heiser Automotive Group Thursday Night Lights presented by Landmark Credit Union. Hensler Field in Mukwonago, campus of Mukwonago High School. Indians lead at 10-0 as we begin quarter number 2. Kestner again gets the call. Stacked up right near the line to gain the first down marker, and they will move the chains. Another first down for Mukwonago. Anthony Campbell there on the stop. Well, we talked about the injuries and the COVID contact tracing, but now another injury to that Waukesha West defense. Brady Foster being tended to here on the sideline, their starting corner.
Starting corner, only a sophomore, has 8 tackles so far on this season. Coach Rux will never use injuries or COVID tracing as an excuse. He just expects the Wolverines will respond to a challenge.
Kyle Miller in there now to cornerback here on the near side. They'll run a little motion. Try and go up the middle with it. Jake Adams, the fullback, nearly broke a tackle out to the 25-yard line. Turned something out of nothing that time. Colin Seibel there to make the stop.
Gain is good to the 25-yard line.
Got stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Thought he was going to go down, but kept the legs driving.
Right, nice low center of gravity. Adams 5'10", 180, a wrestler, and you can see that show up in there.
It's center of gravity with wrestlers, right? It's so pivotal. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. This time Gillette on the pitch. Looks like that Gannon on the pitch. Nicely done out to the 40-yard line with a late flag after the tackle. Cole Kastner with a nice run out to the 41-yard line, but we'll check out the penalty flag. Seibel was there again defensively for the Wolverines. Looks like it's going to be a penalty here against Mukwonago, a holding call. Downfield, so it'll be marked from the spot of the foul.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat. That'll give first down.
First down for the Indians. 1st and 10 at the 31.
So will be enough for a first down. That holding penalty downfield, 10 yards from that spot down to the 31-yard line. Just underway, 2nd quarter. Gannon, Kestner in motion to the backfield. Handed off, first man through across the 35 out to the 37-yard line. Once again, it was Jake Adams on the carry. Greaser there to make the stop. Starting to see more of Greaser in there at that safety spot now.
Right, and Jake Adams making, use of these opportunities. He's only had 3 carries on the year, but so far tonight he's had a couple of rushes, about unofficially 13 yards, and any offensive stats we're providing are very unofficial.
Pulling double duty.
Yeah, COVID restrictions don't allow us to have an offensive spotter in here.
Braun in motion. Gannon wants to throw. Looking for Braun here on the near side. Over Miller. Had it and lost it. Miller got caught looking inside, had a chase back, finally closed in on Braun. Still nearly dropped it in. Kyle Miller in the game, replacing Brady Foster. Nicely thrown ball, nearly dropped it in there.
Yeah, Max Braun almost made a tremendous catch of running that wheel pattern coming out down the sideline.
3rd and 4 from their own 37. Kastner motions into the backfield. They'll run option. Kastner on the pitch. And he's going to be tackled down. Short gain, if any, that time. C.J. Greaser again, and on that stop. That's 6 tackles tonight here in the first half by Greaser.
Yeah, C.J. was one of the outstanding tacklers last year for the Wolverines, and they're hoping to have him pull some double duty tonight, a little bit of offense as well, but they've been stretched kind of thin.
Gannon, the quarterback, doubles as the punter here on 4th down. Colin Seibel inside his own 30 awaits the kick. Near sideline, Seibel will make the catch, bobbled, fell on it, and rolled to the 30-yard line. Can't advance him up punt, so it'll go where it went down at the 29-yard line. Later in the game tonight, we'll highlight a watershed moment brought to you by Southeast Wisconsin Watershed Trust. Another penalty flag on the play here. Looks like it's going to be against Mukwonago.
Formation. Offense.
Illegal formation on the
5-yard penalty. Repeat. 4th down.
Illegal formation here, and Wolverines elect to re-kick here.
33-yard line, 4th down for the Indians.
So Gannon will get another shot here, as will Seibel, the returner. Fair catch signaled for by Seibel at the 28-yard line.
Fair catch on the play is taken by
So the Wolverines will take over. Just over 8.5 minutes to go here in this first half. They trail by 10. So I guess truth be told, you've thrown a pair of picks tonight, one of them leading to a touchdown. You had a defensive stop for a 30-yard field goal. I think if you're Coach Rux, maybe you're feeling okay at this point.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to get the offense untracked here. Part of that, of course, due to Mukwonago's strong defense, but we'll see if that speed that he feels he's got on his offensive side of the ball can come into play here, if they can get some seams to use.
2-by-2 formation here, 2 receivers either side. Townsend the single back. This will be Hug on the keep, cuts it back inside at the 30-yard line, out to about the 33. Gain of about 4 on the play for quarterback Tyler Hug. Sam Fusco, defensive end, able to make the stop.
Gain is out to the 33-yard line. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
You know, initially looked he had a little more he was going to get out of that, but Mukwonago flows so well to the ball. Stopped it for a short gain.
And Dringa split out wide. Widest of the receivers far side. They'll come back near side, however, and this is Kajawa making his first catch tonight right at the first down stick. Matt Essman covering him up there. Good target. Kajawa, 6'1", 210, was second team all-conference a year ago.
Maybe that'll get Tyler Hug to feel he's into a rhythm and starting to feel that way. Spread the ball around, help set up some of the run game.
And single receiver here to the near side is Kajawa. They'll put 3 to the right side here, so another trip formation here. Ryan Young, the offensive coordinator. This will be Hug, and he runs right into the defender for, that was Riley Fisher. You could hear the thud all the way up here. Fisher at 5'9", 195, only a sophomore, meeting up with Tyler Hug.
Yeah, we saw him make a stop earlier in the game. Same kind of hit, really compact, hard-hitting player.
Here comes that collision right there. Gain of 2, 2nd down, 8 from the 42. Hug fakes the handoff, comes back near side again. Kajawa with a nice grab right near the first down sticks again. Right near the 50-yard line. Let's see where they spot forward progress here. They'll spot him just shy of the first down at the 49. So bring up 3rd and short. Matt Essman there on the stop.
Looks like West is going to go for it. Ryan Young is the offensive coordinator. Checking with Coach Rux to try to see what they might want to do.
Hug will bring the play into the huddle here. Go tight here. Penalty flag thrown, movement, encroachment on Mukwonago.
They lined up offside.
Yes, they did. You caught that right away, Coach. I saw you poke up and can't do that.
I don't think I caught it as quickly as Coach Rux did, however. He was pointing that.
Hey, when you got it, you got it, Coach. You've been a defensive coordinator for a long time, so you saw that right away.
You keep saying to your guys, if you're lining up, looking at the ball. How can you do that?
You can see right there, the lineman
Almost touching helmets.
can't do that.
It's COVID. You can't get close to each other.
No. So first down by penalty here, moves the football to the Mukwonago 46, first trip into the Mukwonago territory tonight for the Wolverines. That's dropped by Dan Kajawa. Pass thrown a little bit behind, but Kajawa will tell you should have had it. Essman in coverage for the Indians.
Second down and 10 for the Wolverines at the 46.
And that ball just a little late getting out by Tyler Hugg.
Waukesha was also trying to use that wheel pattern with C.J. Grisar going up the side, you know.
Something they may want to go back to later on. Portson and Dringa now split out to the far side. Single receiver near side is Kajawa. From the 46, second and 10. They'll hand it off. Grisar with some running room, cuts it back inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line. Gain of 12 and a first down. Tyler Rozak there to make the stop.
Gain is good for a first down for the Wolverines.
You know, CJ is quite a combination. He's one of their captains, but also he's got a 4.2 GPA. Made it to state last year in wrestling.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit about CJ at halftime. Hint, hint. First and 10 Wolverines, their deepest penetration tonight to the Mukwonago 34. Play action, going to come back near side. Coming back, making the catch at the 24-yard line is Andringa. Sliding grab that time for Nathan Andringa. Trudell, who had an interception earlier, covered him up.
24-yard line, first and 10 for the Wolverines.
A pickup of 12 and a first down here for Waukesha West. So now they're starting to click on offense here. A little rhythm going here now offensively for this Wolverine team. And Dringa and Ports again split out to the far side. Townsend in a slot here to the near side. They'll fake the handoff. Nice hole here by Hugg. Cuts it back inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Gain of about 10 on the play. Could be enough for another first down. Drew Jurek was there to make the stop.
Gain is good for the first down for the Wolverines, just inside the 14-yard line.
Pickup of 10 and a first down for Waukesha West. Inside the red zone here, and again all season long, when a team gets inside their opponent's 20, they enter the Stritch red zone. Text GO Wolves to 75644 for information about Cardinal Stritch University. Single receiver near side is Kajawa. And cutting back again is Grisar. Grisar inside the 5, bounces it into the end zone for the touchdown. C.J. Grisar able to run it in. The 5'8" senior puts Waukesha West on the board. The 14-yard run.
Well, CJ has been a very busy young man tonight, and you can see planted that outside foot, took that hole, good power at the goal line, carried it in.
This will be Zach Thomas on the extra point. Really gets it down, the kick is up, and it is good. Great drive here by Waukesha West, started at their own 28-yard line. We will take a break. They've closed it within 3. It's Mukwonago 10, Waukesha West 7. Special Friday night edition of the Heiser Automotive Group Thursday Night Lights presented by Landmark Credit Union. Something unnatural is happening in the swamps of Louisiana. Dark waters hide dark secrets on the CW series Swamp Thing. That's Tuesdays at 7 on CW 18. 72-yard drive capped off by the 14-yard touchdown run by Grisar. And Waukesha West back in this one now, trailing by 3.
We'll see if that offensive thrust gives the defense a little bit more confidence as well. Build off that.
Kastner and Braun deep. This will go to Braun. Near side 20. Out to the 30 and dumped down at the 31-yard line. 21-yard return. Colin Seibel there to make the stop on special teams for the Wolverines. Mukwonago, 5:13 to go here in this first half. Already with a couple of takeaways tonight defensively. Now goes to work on the offensive side. Ron lined up in a slot here to the far side. Give us to Kastner coming around right side, tripped up behind the line of scrimmage. Looked like Anderson and Gerstner were both there to make the stop. Alex Gerstner playing with a little club on that right hand.
One on the play, second down and 9, 33.
Had 85 tackles last season, 9 tackle for losses did Gerstner. Gain of 1, second down 9 from the 33. They'll run the reverse. Adams back to Kastner coming around the left side across the 40, far sideline 45, and stacked up at the 48-yard line. 15-yard run on the reverse. Adams to Kastner, brought down by Justin Jenkins. Again, take advantage of that quick defense by Waukesha West. Everybody flowing to that ball with the handoff to the fullback, and that right defensive end, that right defensive side did not stay home to seal off that edge. First and 10, Mukwonago. Kastner picks his way around the left side, has some running room. Kastner inside the Wolverine 40-yard line. About 12, maybe 13 on the play. Seibel there to make the stop. Got some little light rain, little rain-snow shower mix starting to fall here at Hensler Field.
Yeah, Kastner on the night has got about 80 yards rushing already.
Officially spot at the Wolverine 39. They'll stack up the receivers far side. They'll fake. Gannon faking that time to Braun. He'll keep it up the middle, short of the 35-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the play. Greaser there on the stop, playing both ways tonight for the Wolverines.
It's interesting talking to the Waukesha West defensive coaches, trying to decide whether, is Gannon really reading that or is it a planned call? And it's tough to tell whether he's trying to read that end man on that read option, because they certainly don't mind having the ball in his hands either.
3 minutes to go here in the first half. Mukwonago driving, leading by 3 from the Wolverine 35. Gannon on the pitch to Kastner, and he is met and driven down. Short gain, maybe 2, brought down by Justin Jenkins out there. Nice open field tackle by Jenkins.
And we've seen a number of excellent tackles by this Waukesha West defense. You just hope they're not getting worn down too much. They've had that one offensive drive, so the defense has been on the field quite a bit.
Well, looking for a stop here are the Wolverines. 3rd and 3. Mukwonago at the Waukesha West 32-yard line. Clock rolling here. Approaching 2:15 to play. Drag Timmers in motion. Gannon will keep it, breaks it to the left side. Second effort, going to be close. Where we're looking here, looks like might be a little short of the first down. Official stopping play here. Eye it up. They may bring the chains in for a measurement here. Let's see.
Close enough that we will have a measurement.
Official timeout for a measurement. Jack Gundinger was in on that tackle for Waukesha West. Well, coming up in the Cousins Subs halftime report, we'll highlight this week's Scholar Athlete nominees. Get the opportunity to meet a few of the sponsors that help make our Thursday Night Lights happen. We'll also take a look at the highlights from our first half. That's all coming up on the Cousins Sub halftime report. It'll be short, 2 lengths shy of a first down here. Well, they're going to try it again here. They're really going to stretch it out. Where's your credit card? You got to get one of those out to fit it in there.
I was just impressed with you being able to spot that there was only 2 lengths short of that first down.
I'm used to that. My wife says I'm 2 lengths shy of a first down most of the time.
Full load, right?
Yeah. So 4th and inches here for Mukwonago. They will go for it here at the west 29-yard line. Wolverines going to stack the box here. Tight split across the line for Mukwonago. Gannon from the pistol. Movement up front. Braun, I think, stepped out of his stance before the snap. False start here against the Indians. 4th down. So takes them back 5. It'll be 4th and 4.5. See if that changes the call here. I don't think so if you're Coach Ganevik.
They've got a variety of ways they run their option out of these formations. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see Gannon wind up keeping this ball.
They'll go for it here on 4th down after the penalty. 4th and about 6 here for Mukwonago. 3 receivers here to the near side. Gannon wants to throw on 1st down, comes back near side. Braun with the catch. At the 26-yard line, will have the 1st down. Max Braun with the big catch on 4th down to extend this drive for Mukwonago. One more look here. Again, picking on the nearest corner here, that's Kyle Miller out there right now, replacing Brady Foster, who started the game and left with an injury here late in the first quarter.
I think that's Max's 4th catch on the evening.
So they keep the drive rolling here. Fresh set of downs from the 26-yard line. Gannon on the keep. Across the line of scrimmage. Get a couple there. Gerstner was originally there on the stop. So was Greaser.
Yeah, Gerstner with that club on the hand is having a tough time wrapping up all the way.
50 seconds to play here in the half. Mukwonago has 2 timeouts remaining, and they'll burn 1 here. Stopping the clock with 43 seconds to go here in this first half. Well, while we have a moment here, let's visit with Alicia Mallinger from Community Advocates.
So our organization, the West Southwest Milwaukee Heroin and Opiate Task Force, in partnership with MCSAP, which means Milwaukee County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, is involved with the high school football because that's where our prevention starts. So through MCSAP funding and through Community Advocates funding, our task force has created the program called Safe and Supported, where we go into middle and high schools in the Milwaukee County area, and we really start at the root of prevention, which is good mental health care, substance abuse prevention, education, and life skills. So we go and we help these kids learn all about substances and the different parts that make up their mental health so that they can choose how to best live their life. Yeah, it's great that you guys are back out there. We're so excited for you. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys obviously love the sport. You love the activities you're involved in. Find that bit of passion and put it towards anything that you can really truly relate to in your life, and you guys will be great.
Fumble on the exchange, ball loose, still rolling around, and it gets out of bounds.
Mukwonago is going to keep possession of the ball.
Again, we've had on and off some light precipitation falling here in Mukwonago, kind of a mixture of a little bit of rain and snow here.
And a little cool this evening as well.
Yep, that field was a little slick, getting a little slick as we were out there earlier tonight during warm-ups. So it'll be a loss back to the 27-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd and 11.
One of the things Mukwonago was working on at practice this week were a number of different short screens. Could be an ideal time for them to pull that out of the hat.
They'll put Garrett Gillette as a single receiver here to the near side. A timeout taken by Mukwonago. So timeout here with 38 seconds to play. This gives us an opportunity to visit with Dan Scholes from Cardinal Stritch University.
Well, Cardinal Stritch University is sponsoring Thursday Night Lights for a couple of different reasons. Most importantly, we want to support our local high schools and, of course, showcase Wisconsin student athletes. Well, one of the most unique features about Cardinal Stritch University, of course, is our Catholic Franciscan identity and our innovative and creative curriculum that we've developed at both undergraduate and graduate levels. So at the undergraduate, we now have a curriculum that you can actually create your own major with. We certainly have biology and math and history, but if you're interested in other kinds of fields that maybe haven't even been created yet, we have majors designed for you. Well, you can join more than 40,000 Stritch alumni by going to our stritch.edu website and learn more about all the programs we offer. We here at Cardinal Stritch University are so proud to be your sponsor, and we wish you a very safe and healthy and successful season.
Thank you again to Cardinal Stritch University, part of our Heiser Automotive Group Thursday Night Lights presented by Landmark Credit Union. 3rd and 11 here. Adams, the fullback, single back in the backfield, 3 receivers left. Looking to toss it up. Wide open is Braun. Makes the catch for the touchdown. Max Braun all alone in the back corner of the end zone. How did that happen? How did he get so open?
Something got obviously confused on the
27-yard touchdown pass, and confusion you could see right there. A couple of the defensive backs took the inside receiver. Yeah. And Braun, all alone in the end zone, makes the catch for the score. Sonnenberg to tack on the extra point. Gets this one missing. Missed it wide to the left. 16-7 Indians. 27-yard touchdown pass from Drayton Gannon. His second toss tonight. Here's another look from the end zone.
We could hear the Waukesha West coaches talking here. They were in a cover 2. And what's that, when you've got splitting half the field, once you make a move forward, you're going to get burned behind.
Gannon finding Braun for the touchdown catch. Second touchdown reception of the year for Braun. 5th touchdown toss by Drayton Gannon this season.
Yeah, Gannon, another good athlete. We mentioned he was a 4-sport athlete. Starter in the bucketball team, sprinter, excellent 400-man, baseball. He was a receiver last year, plus he's in the band.
Can they train him to drive the bus?
Busy young man.
Yeah. What's his off season like? 3 deep back there for the Wolverines. With the run up across the 20 with some running room out to the 27-yard line. Nice return for the Wolverines, and C.J. Greaser now returning kicks tonight for this Wolverine team.
Yeah, the Waukesha West, there is a difference in the size of these two schools of about 400 students. When you think about that, 400 is about one full class. And it, does give you, chance to have a few more athletes.
West, I think, will take a knee here. And that will end our first half here tonight. Exciting first half, couple of interceptions. One that set up a score for Mukwonago tonight. Had a 30-yard field goal by Sam Sonnenberg that opened the scoring tonight. West able to come back on their most impressive drive here in this second quarter.
That'll be the final play of the
And it's a
first half.
16-7 lead. Mukwonago will take into the locker room. A Classic 8 matchup here tonight. Indians lead it by 9 here at the break. We'll step out. We'll have a visit with our coach and more of our Cousins halftime report coming your way next here on My 24. Time now for the Cousins halftime report. I'm here on the Heiser Automotive Group Thursday Night Lights, presented by Landmark Credit Union. Mukwonago on top of Waukesha West 16-7. We're pleased to be joined now by Mukwonago head football coach Mike Gnavic. And coach, got to be happy with the way the team has played here through the first 24 minutes.
Yeah, for the most part, I'm pretty happy with them. We turned the ball over, so we got to clean that up. We protected the ball a little bit better since. And they had one drive on offense, or on when we were on D, and I think we solved those issues as well. So they're very well coached. Waukesha West is a great program, so we got to make sure that we come out and take care of business in the second half.
Well, obviously you have to be happy with picking off a couple of those early passes. Your offense seems to be clicking. You're showing a variety of different formations and utilizing the run game as well.
Yeah, we have a lot of weapons on offense, and the challenge is to try to get everybody their touches, whether it's Grayton or Max or Cole or Jake Adams, obviously Grayton Gannon. We got a lot of guys that are pretty dangerous with the football in their hands. So fortunately, we're able to do a lot of different things because we got some great skill.
Well, Coach, thank you. Good luck the rest of the way. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much, guys.
You bet. Head coach Mike Gnavic, head football coach here at Mukwonago. Well, it's time now for tonight's edition of our Bhuban Orthodontics Scholar Athlete of the Week nominees. Brought to you by Bhuban Orthodontics. And our nominee for tonight from Waukesha West High School is C.J. Greaser. C.J. participates in football and wrestling and carries a 4.17 GPA, ranked 21st in his class of 312. C.J. is a 3-year starter in the football team, a high performer on the wrestling team, qualifying for state multiple times, along with being a conference champ. He is a member of the National Honor Society as well as the Wolverine Leadership Academy. In the words of Kyle Lemieux, Waukesha West AD, CJ is a relentless worker and a willing leader among his peers. And our nominee tonight from Mukwonago High School is Kyle Santos. Kyle participates in football, hockey, and baseball, carries a 3.65 GPA. He is an honors student as well as a 3-time Scholar Athlete selection and a leader of multiple programs at Mukwonago High School. Kyle volunteers with the flag football program. He also helps out with the Mukwonago Braves youth football players. And according to Andy Trudell, Mukwonago AD, Kyle is, quote, a great kid. Weekly Scholar Athlete nominees will be in the running to receive $5,000 in scholarship money, courtesy of Bhuban Orthodontics at the end of the season. And speaking of Bhuban Orthodontics, here now is Ashley Almodovar.
Hi, I'm Ashley with Bhuban Orthodontics. We are so excited to sponsor the Heiser Automotive Group Thursday Night Lights Scholar Athlete. At Bhuban Orthodontics, we are a family treating families, and this is our way to give back to our community, who we see as an extension of our own family. Being a part of Thursday Night Lights allows us to be an active part of our community and support high school football.
From the opening of our school this September to the start of our fall athletic activities like football,
to help them succeed and to let you know how great these students really are. That's what we pride ourselves in doing every day as we transform smiles and boost confidence. Sponsoring Scholar Athlete makes us smile too. Good luck on a great season.
Ashley, thank you, and thank you to Bhuban Orthodontics. Halftime here in Mukwonago. Indians lead Waukesha West 16-7. Back with more of our Cousins Subs halftime report right after this. Welcome back to the Cousins Halftime Report here in the Heiser Automotive Group Thursday Night Lights, presented by Landmark Credit Union. Landmark Credit Union, a presenting sponsor this season of our high school football here on My 24. And here now is Brian Melter from Landmark Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Brian Melter, Chief Experience Officer with Landmark Credit Union. Landmark Credit Union is thrilled to be sponsoring the high school football broadcast as part of the Thursday Night Lights program on My 24. It's a great way for us to give back to the communities that we serve. At Landmark, we've been successful by providing great service to our members with better rates and lower fees, investing in our associates, and supporting the communities that we serve. We're only as strong as the communities that we work and live in every day. Schools are a place where communities come together to see students succeed, whether it's in arts, sports, or academics, and that has gone on for generations. I remember as a Wauwatosa West grad spending many a night at Hart Park watching our sports teams win, and we're proud to keep that tradition going with the Thursday Night Lights program. Landmark has 33 branches in southern Wisconsin, with 2 more under construction in Glendale and Mequon. In fact, there's a branch close to the 2 teams that are competing here tonight. Just go to landmarkcu.com to find the branch that's closest to you.
And Landmark Credit Union wishes the best of luck to both teams tonight. Waukesha West and Mukwonago fans, you can find your local branch in the same location, North Grandview Boulevard in Waukesha. For more information, visit landmarkcu.com. 16-7, Mukwonago on top of Waukesha West here tonight. Well, across the country, not just My 24, but Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals all over the country. Here are some greatest plays from around the nation this past week.
14 carries there for 88 yards.
That's his season number. He came into the game with 80 yards. Here he goes. To Scott. That'll do it. Touchdown on the ground.
Step into the pocket, Bartlett hit from behind. Ben Price, the senior.
Martinson, pump fakes, going for Johnson. Ball tipped, Johnson makes the catch inside the 25.
33-yard line. Some pressure and that ball is blocked. 3 blue jerseys trying to get it, and that ball is in the end zone, and it is a Newberry touchdown. Some pressure. The 6'4" flank.
Oh no. Oh, and look at this. Right into the hands. Oh, wow. What a play. Touchdown Escambia.
He went outside the half ends. He went inside where he knew he could split the defenders. Watch this.
And give credit to that quarterback for getting it off. Look at this guy. He just great tackle.
Still a minute to play, though. Dart being chased. Yes. Throw that high, and what a catch. Hillstead looking. Hillstead will run, and Hillstead is brought down. And that's it. The game is over, and the streak continues for Corner Canyon. 35 wins in a row.
Hey, honored our sports, My 24 sports team getting into the national reel this week. How about that? Great job, everybody. 16-7, Mukwonago on top of Waukesha West. Back with more of our Cousins Halftime Report when we come back. And welcome back. Cousins Halftime Report here on the Heiser Automotive Group Thursday Night Lights, presented by Landmark Credit Union. A good one here tonight, Classic 8 matchup. Mukwonago leading Waukesha West 16-7. And here are our halftime scoring highlights from that first half. Opening drive tonight, touchdown taken off the board, but Sonnenberg with the 30-yard field goal put Mukwonago on top 3-0.
And we see an excellent interception coming up here. He wrestles the ball away from the Waukesha West receiver.
First of 2 takeaways tonight by the Mukwonago defense. And then this play here, the tip and the self-tip, I guess you could say, Tate Peters able to come away with that interception for Waukesha West. And here's that second pick of the game, Drew Jurak stepping in front of Andringa to take that ball away. Then on the scramble, Gannon
gets himself loose, finds his big tight end, and he tight ropes in.
That was Garrett Gillette for the touchdown score. And Greaser with a nice run around the right side, powers his way into the end zone. That closed the gap to 10-7. And then late here in the second quarter, Braun broke double coverage that time, found himself alone in the end zone. The extra point, no good, and that's where we stand here at the half. 16-7 in favor of the Indians.
Yeah, busted coverage.
That'll do it. Well, Cousins Subs here tonight, our sponsor of our halftime show, and from Cousins tonight, here is Justin McCoy.
Hi, I'm Justin McCoy, Vice President of Marketing for Cousins Subs, and we're proud to be a sponsor of Thursday Night Lights. Cousins Subs was founded in 1972 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. As a Wisconsin-based organization, we are proud to give back to the communities that we call home. With nearly 100 locations here in the state of Wisconsin, we've been giving back since 1972. Our founder, Bill Specht, made it a point after founding Cousins Subs to be a part of the community and give back in all the ways that he could. In 2013, we formalized our giving back to the community by founding our Make It Better Foundation. That foundation gives back to the community in 3 different ways: through health and wellness, hunger, and youth education. Our support of local high schools, grade schools, and communities in southeastern Wisconsin is something we're very proud of. Our franchisees work with local high schools on donation nights and many other activities. And we'd like to just say a big thank you to all the coaches, the athletes, the administrations that have made high school sports happen this fall. With these unique circumstances, it's great to see these kids out on the field, and we're so proud for them and their families to be out here and playing football this fall in southeastern Wisconsin. We'd just like to say a big thank you from Cousins Subs, and enjoy the rest of the game.
And Justin, thank you and Cousins Subs for your sponsorship this season. And before we start our third quarter, a chance to visit now with Waukesha West head football coach Steve Rux. Coach, you got to be pleased. Your team's battled back, overcome some turnovers. You're still in this ball game.
Yeah, I think our defense has played extremely well. They're gang tackling, making some really big plays. We got to stop their speed option. I think offensively we struggled in the beginning, but we were able to make some things happen. It's unfortunate we had a broken coverage right at the end there, right before the half, but we'll bounce back, and guys are going to play really hard in the second half and see what we can do.
If it weren't for actually 2 busted coverages, you'd have the lead in the game. Got to be very proud of how hard these guys have been playing tonight. Yeah,
I'm proud of our guys, and we just got to shore up our secondary and make sure that guys are doing their responsibilities. Mukwonago's a good football team, but I think we could do some things in the second half, some explosive things, get the ball down the field and hopefully score some points and hopefully slow them down. It's a tough offense to be able to defend, but I like the enthusiasm and the intensity of our football team right now.
Well, you get the ball to start the second half, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thank you.
Head coach Steve Rux for Waukesha West. They will receive here to begin this second half, and I think Coach summed it up pretty well. Just got to slow that speed option down just a little bit, but for 2 plays, yeah, they're leading this ball game.
We've seen them do some excellent open field tackling. I think offensively they've got to find a way to have Tyler Hugg get a little more consistency in the passing game. They haven't been able to get Devin Townsend loose on the running game so far tonight.
Jenkins along with Seibel and Greaser back deep for Waukesha West. Teeing it up, Sam Sonnenberg had a 30-yard field goal in that first quarter. Got the Indians on the board here tonight. The junior, 5 for 5 in the field goal department this year. Lefty boots this one away. Across the 10. Seibel, short of the 28-yard line. So Seibel had a good return here, gives the Wolverines some pretty good field position here. Out near their own 25-yard line.
That's a 25-yard line.
Tyler Hugg. Max Braun make the tackle on special teams, getting down there on special teams. So he's covering everything here tonight, a little bit of everything. So Tyler Hugg, quarterback here for Waukesha West. We'll start with a single back, 2 receiver look to his right. This is Townsend. Nothing there. Stacked up in the middle that time. Middle of that defense.
Number 18, Devin Townsend on the carry.
Looks like you had Orlando out there along with
Tackle on the play
Schneider.
by number 73, Skylar Schneider. And number 20, Tyson Carroll.
Skylar Schneider, the junior, rotating in and out. That defensive end spot. No gain. Second down, 10 upcoming. Ports in the slot. They'll give it to Greaser. Greaser stood up just across the line of scrimmage. May have gotten two. Ben Reel there along with Kyle Santos on the stop for Mukwonago.
Mukwonago's defense is not huge. When we think of some Mukwonago teams, they've had unbelievable size. But what they lack in size, they make up for with their quickness, and they flow so well.
And Ports and Nathan Andringa split out to the far side. Near side receiver is Kujawa. Third down and 6 from their own 29. Hug on the scramble. Hug with some room around the right side across the 40 and out of bounds at the Mukwonago sideline to the 45-yard line. 16-yard scamper for Tyler Hug and a first down for the Waukesha West Wolverines. Our first down is brought to you by Community Advocates. One more look.
Yeah, unlike what you might call a coverage sack, that was a coverage run because they were covering so well downfield. Once he got to the outside, Tyler Hug was able to get the big gain.
It's Trevor Hoyt trying to run him down, the nose tackle that time for Mukwonago. 16-yard pickup to the 44. First and 10, Waukesha West. Play fake. Hug with time. Comes back near side. Townsend makes the catch. Rolled out of bounds near the 50-yard line.
Pass is complete to number 18, Devin Townsend.
Devin Townsend
on the play by
on the
6,
catch.
Ben
Drew
Reel.
Trudell there to make the stop. Trudell with a pick already tonight.
Gain of 5, second down and 5.
Yeah, Townsend's been a 3-year starter for Waukesha West. Haven't been able to get him on track running, but maybe if they can get him to the outside, get free on some of those pass routes, open things up.
I know that's what Coach Rux talked about. Try to take advantage of his skill players in space. Second and 5 from the 49. A little mix up in the backfield. Townsend trying to come around left side. Good job by the Mukwonago defense to string that down the line of scrimmage. Who else but Kyle Santos?
You could see Kyle Santos just accelerating as that runner tried to get to the outside.
Inside linebacker, the team leader in tackles coming into the game here tonight. He has made his presence felt. He had 15 tackles last week against Arrowhead. To see him stalk down that line of scrimmage and get to the running back. Ben Reel also there, the outside linebacker on that far side. Loss of 1 sets up 3rd and 6 from the 48. Again, Ports and Andringa lined up here to the near side. Far side is Kujawa. Hug to Andringa, makes the catch down to the 41-yard line. Gain of 11 and a first down. Tyler Rozak was there to make the stop. Nice catch that time by Andringa. Nathan Andringa, 6'8", taking advantage of the height there.
Right, that's an excellent target. So far in the year, here's their leading receiver, 11 catches, 130 yards.
3 receptions tonight for the Wolverines. Another community advocate first down for Waukesha West. Opening drive to start this third quarter, trailing by 9. Tyler Hug. Reeser in the backfield, wants to throw. A little hitch and go down the sideline looking for Kujawa, and it's incomplete. Double covered on the play that time. Jurak was the nearest defender, getting some help over the top with the safety.
Number 25, Drew Jurak, and number 9,
You see Mukwonago dropping 8, and they're really rushing 3.
From the 40.
I think we'll see a little change up with that. They like to bring their linebackers, put some pressure most of the time out of that 3-4 look.
Second and 10 from the Mukwonago 40. They'll go trips left side with Townsend lined up in a slot along with Andringa and Ports. Quarterback draw. Hug turned away at the 40-yard line.
Number 10,
Initial
Hug
stop
on the
by
carry.
Hoyt. Trevor Hoyt, the nose
Check on the
tackle.
play by number 87 for the Indians,
Again,
Trevor Hoyt.
player that we mentioned at the
Also
beginning of
on
the
the
game
play,
here tonight,
56
the
Riley
anchor of
Fisher.
that defensive line.
No
He's
gain
the
on the
only
play, third down
returning
and 10.
defensive lineman from a year ago.
Stepped up to make a big play there. No gain, 3rd and 10 for the Wolverines. Same look here. Greaser the single back. 3 receivers to the left with Townsend in a slot. Coming with the blitz on the outside. Hug under pressure. Able to get away, but get a couple yards back across the line of scrimmage. He'll gain 2. Chased out of there that time by Riley Fisher.
Also on the play, number 73, Skylar Snyder.
4 tackles on the evening.
Ball's on the
so far for
37-yard
Mr.
line.
Fisher.
First down
Well,
and
decision
7.
here for Coach Rux. You're early here in the 3rd. Started to move the football.
I think he's made it already. He's got Tyler Hug going back into the huddle with a play call.
4th and 7 from the Indian 37-yard line. Andringa near side, ports the far side. Kujawa in a slot left side. They change the formation. They're going to do a quick kick. Nobody back deep. Bounce inside the 20. It'll be downed there.
Punt by number
Coming
10,
downfield,
Tyler Hug.
Dylan
Touchdown on the play.
Rhodes able to down
By
that
number
football
15
at
for
the
the Wolverines,
19-yard
Dylan
line.
Rhodes.
If you can't
Indians
get that
will have it
ball
first
to
and 10
start to do
at
the
their own
roll towards the
19-yard
goal
line.
line, you know, that didn't work out as nearly as well as they planned. I actually thought Coach Rux was going to consider going for it. He didn't want to give the ball back to this Mukwonago offense.
So 7:50 to go here in the 3rd. Mukwonago, their first touch offensively here in this second half. They will start at their own 19. Brayton Gannon will hand it off. Cole Kessner. Kessner, the running back.
Kessner on the carry.
Senior running back. A couple just across the 20-yard line. C.J. Greaser, that's his 9th tackle tonight defensively for the Wolverines.
Playing on both sides of the
Play by
ball,
number
playing on
23, Alex
special
Kirchner.
teams.
Gain of 3 up at the 22, 2nd down and 7.
So they'll spot it just across the 21-yard line, just short of the 22. 2nd down, 7. Kessner in motion across the formation. They'll give it inside to the fullback. Adams with a hole and tackled just shy of the 30-yard line.
Tackle on the play by number 25.
Colin Siebel along with
and number 9, Colin Seibel.
Seibel was there.
Gain is to the 29-yard line. Gain is good for a first down for the Indians. 1st and 10 at their own 29.
So will be enough for a first down. Again, brought to you by Community Advocates here in this 3rd quarter.
Adams averaging about 6 yards per carry tonight, getting a chance to get some runs in this evening.
From their own 29, 1st and 10, play fake. Gannon going to toss it out. A sliding attempt that time by Gillette. Are they going to rule it a catch? They will. At the 36-yard line, a gain of 7. A sliding Garrett Gillette that time on the catch. Seibel there to cover him up.
Down and 3.
Second reception tonight for Gillette. Caught a touchdown pass earlier in the first half. One more look here. He made that sliding grab. Just got the hands underneath that ball, never hit the turf. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Movement on the left side of the offensive line.
False start
It's about
on
the
the
4th
Indians,
or
5-yard
5th penalty flag tonight against Mukwonago. You remember their opening drive to start the game. They had a touchdown taken away by penalty.
2nd down and 8.
So it takes it from 2nd and short to 2nd and 8.
It's one of those things, come Saturday morning watching game film, you're not real happy when the coach is able to point that out.
Try the right side this time. To about the 35-yard line, pick up about 4.
Adams on the carry.
Jake Adams, the fullback, again on the carry. Gerstner playing with that club on that right hand, able to come up and make the tackle.
36-yard line, 3rd down and 3.
So a gain of 5 sets up 3rd and 3 for Mukwonago.
West would dearly love to force them to punt if they get the stop here.
This time Braun in motion. They'll give it to the fullback. Again, Adams.
Before Cole Kastner
check
on
that
the
Cole
carry.
Kastner on the carry. Just shy of the 40-yard line, but we'll have enough for a community advocate first down.
Is good for a first down for the Indians. 1st and 10 at their
And all that
40-yard
eye
line.
candy you get with the motion and
their backs are crossing. They fake the jet sweep. They'll run the counter option back to where that motion came from. Got a lot of little wrinkles that they can do with this. We haven't even started to see them play with some of their formations. Sometimes it's difficult to tell who's eligible on the line of scrimmage.
Kastner again motions into the backfield. This time they'll run the option. Gannon will keep it, breaks a tackle in midfield. Still on his feet inside the 40-yard line, down to the 39.
Gannon on the keeper for the
Gannon
Indians.
on the keeper, gain of 20 on the play, brought down by Greaser.
Gain is good for a first down.
That was all on Grayton Gannon, the 6'5" junior quarterback. Once he got hit, able to keep his balance for a pickup of 20.
You know, we've mentioned before, he's also involved in track and basketball, and you can see the balance he's had, the type of athlete he is. And he's only a junior.
Mukwonago melting the clock here, 4:25 to go here in the 3rd. Each team with a possession here in this 3rd quarter. Gannon on the draw, nothing doing. Wolverine defense smelled that one out.
Going great Gannon on the keeper. Tackle in the backfield by
A loss back to the 44-yard line. Great read that time. Ryan Parr, I believe, got in there first to make the initial stop. Be a loss of 4, sets up 2nd and 14 back at the 44-yard line. Let's see if they open it up here. 2 receivers to the far side, Timmers and Braun. They'll stack to the right side. Now movement again up front. Did a lineman come out of his stance?
The back started, I think Kastner started forward.
False start on the Indians.
5-yard penalty. Second down.
Back to the 49.
Getting to know a little bit about Mike Gunevik, and as you said, that Saturday morning film session will be a little raw for a couple of these players tomorrow morning.
Coach Gunevik's had excellent success. He started out as an assistant at Arrowhead, then went up to Fond du Lac. Had about 6 good seasons up there.
That's him in the dark sweatshirt there with the white cap. Well, 2nd and 19. Gannon on the roll. Gonna step up, hit as he's thrown. Excellent attempt that time by the receiver.
Attempt is incomplete.
Looked like he was going for Gillette down that far sideline. Gillette looking for a penalty flag, but I'm not so sure he would have been eligible to make that catch. I thought he went out of bounds.
I thought he went out of bounds as well, and the throw was out of bounds. But the Mukwonago sideline, they were involved in their referee move.
Couldn't quite step in. He took a pretty good shot from behind as he got that ball away. It looked like feet got tangled up there, but not so sure it would have been a legal catch. So 3rd and 19, clock stopped, 3:02 to play. That was Kyle Miller out there. Again, that secondary cut short. Brady Foster, injured in that first half, has not returned. This time they'll hand it off to the fullback. Nothing there.
Jake Adams on a carry up
Jake Adams, only a couple. Jack Gunninger there.
On the play by number 36 for the Wolverines, Jake Kundinger. Brings up 4th down for the Indians.
We've been impressed with the open field tackling we've seen Waukesha West demonstrate this evening. And once again, if it weren't for a couple plays, they'd have the lead tonight.
Seibel is deep for Waukesha West. He'll stand inside his own 15. Gannon, the quarterback, doubles as the punter here. They'll kick this one away from Seibel. It'll go out of bounds near the 20-yard line. Actually, they'll walk it upfield. It'll go out of bounds at the 26, and we'll step out. 2:15 to go here in the third. A good one here tonight in Mukwonago. Indians on top of Waukesha West, 16-7. Well, it's the last ride with Sam and Dean as they will face off with God himself to save all of existence during the final episodes of Supernatural. That's Thursdays at 7 on CW 18. 16-7. Mukwonago on top of Waukesha West. Late here in the third. West, after a punt, will start at their own 26-yard line. Townsend tries the right side and is stacked up there. Quick to the ball are the Indians on defense. They rallied to that football, and that was Cole Dretzka leading the charge that time, the near side defensive end.
And 4 or 5 of those blue shirts coming right around him. And a week ago, Townsend rushed for over 200 yards.
Second down and 11.
Sets up a 2nd and 11. And they'll put Ports and Andringa here to the near side. The throw back on a little curl intended for Andringa, incomplete.
Intended for number 5, Nathan Andringa.
Trudell on the coverage for Mukwonago as the rain continues to fall here in Mukwonago tonight.
Well, we pointed out the number of offensive linemen that Waukesha West is missing tonight. And I know that the Wolverine coaching staff will never make excuses, but once again, you're seeing the impact it has, not being able to get their running game on track.
Townsend, along with Ports and Andringa, split here to the near side. Kujawa, the single receiver, far side. Big third down here, 3rd and 11 from their own 25. And Hug pulled down at the 26-yard line. Once again, Dretzka there to make the stop for Mukwonago.
Also on the play for the Indians, number 7, Sam Orlando. Brings up 4th down and 9.
So a 3 and out pitched by the Mukwonago defense. And West forced to punt away here as we go under a minute to go in this third quarter.
You know, Mukwonago felt that they got a little overwhelmed at the end of the Arrowhead game last week. That big, strong Arrowhead team took advantage of it, and I'm sure that they've been preached at all week. You be the ones to be dominant.
And Andringa off the side of his foot will just cross over midfield and will roll dead at the Mukwonago 46-yard line. Just a 34-yard punt with no return. Ryan Parr getting down there to down it.
At their own 46-yard line.
So with 33 seconds to go here in the third, Indians will take over in good field position at their own 46. Handoff. Kastner.
Cole Kastner on the carry.
Across the 50 to about the 48-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. Seibel in on the stop, his 9th tackle tonight. Officials are going to stop play here. There was a penalty marker on that play, so let's check it out.
There's a penalty flag down on the play.
Again, all season long, when a team gets inside their opponent's 20, they enter the stretch red zone.
After the play was over, personal foul.
Good ball, personal foul.
So personal foul call here. We'll repeat the add 15 to this end of this play. But again, all season long, when a team gets inside their opponent's 20, they enter the stretch red zone. Text Go Wolves to 75644 for information about Cardinal Stritch University.
At the 33-yard line.
So 15 more on the personal foul moves the football to the 33. 1st and 10, Mukwonago. final play of this third quarter. And they'll give it to the fullback, picks his way through. Jake Adams still on his feet, into the stretch red zone and down to the 15-yard line. Brought down by Justin Jenkins, and that will end our third quarter. So Mukwonago down to the 16-yard line of Waukesha West to start the fourth quarter. A special Friday night edition of the Heiser Automotive Group Thursday Night Lights presented by Landmark Credit Union. Start of the fourth quarter here in Mukwonago. Indians at the Waukesha West 16-yard line, 1st and 10. Gannon, the quarterback, on the keep. Takes it down to about the 14-yard line, gain of about 1.
For the Wolverines.
Ben Mitson there to make the stop.
Gain of 2
with
on
Hall
the
of
play,
Fame
second
assistant
down
coach
and 8.
Terry Kelly. John Weiser in the booth with you tonight. Glad you're along for our Heiser Automotive Group special edition of Thursday Night Lights, presented by Landmark Credit Union. Good one here tonight, 16-7. Waukesha West defense trying to hold back Mukwonago here, out of the stretch red zone here to start this fourth quarter. Kastner around the right side, cuts it back up the middle, dives forward inside the 7, down to the 5.
Check on the play by number 36
Alex
for the Wolverines,
Gerstner
Jack Kundinger.
and Jack Kundinger both there on the stop for
Good
Waukesha
for a
West.
first down for the
Kastner's
Indians.
gone
First
over
and
the
goal at the
100-yard
5.
mark for the evening, and combination of the well-timed throws by Gannon as well as the running attack putting a lot of pressure on that Waukesha West defense.
First and goal from the 5. Fullback offset is Jake Adams, single back in the backfield. Kastner, Braun on the move. Gets the pitch. Braun to the end zone for his second touchdown tonight. All that eye candy with the motion, and they go back the other way.
Yeah, they bring that motion towards you, and they've been working on that. Suddenly it becomes like a counter option going back the other way.
So Max Braun, his second touchdown, this time 5-yard run. And Mukwonago increases their lead to 22-7.
71 Nathan Duncan, 79 Jacob Young.
Sam Orlando will do the long snapping here. Jake Timmers on the hold for the Sonnenberg extra point attempt.
Number 60, Ethan Raskin.
And Sonnenberg boots it through.
Extra point kick is good.
23-7. An impressive drive here for Mukwonago. Again, I think just wearing down that Waukesha West defense here tonight.
Right, you got a couple of Waukesha West players forced and going both ways. We see her now with that quick motion. Gannon doing that pitch to Max Braun.
Finally recognizing and trying to cover was Justin Jenkins, the corner. It was late to recognize, and Braun able to go in from 5 yards out. He caught a touchdown pass toward the end of that second quarter tonight. And some broken coverage. Wolverines were in a cover 2 and found himself all alone in the back corner of the end zone.
Yeah, if you're leaving your defense on the field as much as Waukesha West has found themselves, it starts to take its toll as you move through the game.
Jenkins, Seibel, and Grieser. 3 deep here for Waukesha West. Sonnenberg, healthy boot here. They'll let it roll through the end zone as Grieser will let it dance through the end zone and through the back. Touchback here for the Wolverines. They'll take over at their own 20.
Well, this Waukesha West program is one of the best ones in southeastern Wisconsin. They state championships in 2004, 2010, and they had back-to-back years where they were runner-up 14 and 15. And Coach Rux and his staff have done an excellent job. They've just got to find a way to maybe get this offense unclicked a little bit.
Hug will toss it out. Sitting down, making a nice catch out near the 29-yard line, just short of the first down, was Townsend.
Back on the coverage for the Indians, number 6, Ben Rail.
Dropped that one right in front of Rail, the outside linebacker.
9 on the play, 2nd down and 1.
Quick 9-yard pickup that time between Hug and Townsend.
It's the only way they've been able to kind of get Townsend loose is to get him out on passes, throw underneath.
Last week had 16 carries for 155 yards and 3 touchdowns in that win over Waukesha South. Mukwonago has kept him pretty much in check tonight. 2nd and 1 from the 29. And Hug on the draw. Breaks a tackle, trying to get it outside. Will get the first down out to the 34-yard line. 5-yard keeper that time for Tyler Hug. Drew Jurek finally got him to the turf.
By number 6, Ben Rail. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So West right now time the enemy, trailing by 16. Still attainable, 2 scores if you go 2-point conversion, but gotta hustle here. They will send Ports and Ndringa to the right. Single receiver Kujawa here to the near side. We'll go 2 backs, and Hug will throw. On a slant and a drop by Ndringa.
Is incomplete.
In and out of his arms that time. Rozak was on coverage. About the 2nd or 3rd time tonight, and Ndringa has had a ball in his hands, and he's unable to come away with it.
Trudell. Also back there, number 42, Kyle Santos, number 25, Drew Jurek.
It's just been difficult for Waukesha West to get that rhythm established.
Well, West scheduled to be at Arrowhead next weekend, next Friday. Mukwonago scheduled to host Muskego here next Friday night. That ought to be a battle. Hug looking for Kujawa and somehow made the catch near the 40-yard line.
Is complete to number 87, Dan Kujawa.
Kujawa on a sliding grab that time in front of Ben Rail.
Number 9, Matt Essman.
And along with Essman,
41-yard line.
Take another look.
3rd
There's
down
on
and
Kujawa
2.
there. Made a nice play on the ball in traffic. Gain of 8 sets up 3rd and 2 here for West. Again, time clicking away. 8:45 to go here in the game. Townsend in the slot here near side with Ndringa and Ports. Going back to Kujawa, and he was contact at the 50-yard line, and flags will fly. He's trying to make a break to the ball.
There is a penalty flag down on the play.
Hug tried forcing that one, and he was lucky that that didn't get picked off, but obviously the interference call.
High school football, that's a 15-yard walk-off from the line of scrimmage.
Defensive pass interference. 15-yard penalty.
Pass interference on
First down.
Pass interference call on Mukwonago will move the football to the Indian 44-yard line. Fresh set of downs here for the Wolverines. 2-by-2 formation here. Townsend in the slot right, Ports in the slot left. Hug with all kinds of time now will take it down. Cuts it back and buried across the 40-yard line.
On the carry. Tackle down on the play by number 6, Ben
That was Tyler
Rail.
Hug meeting up with Ben Rail.
Gain
6'1", 200-pound
37-yard
junior.
line. 2nd down and 3.
Had 12 tackles a week ago against Arrowhead and gives Hug a pretty good shot here.
Oh my God, we're on TV.
Yeah, the Aries also had a forced fumble and 4 tackles for losses behind the line.
Gain of 7, 2nd down 3, 7:50 to go. Play fake, Hug with time. Now has to throw it. Gets rid of it to Townsend, and he's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage and driven back.
18, Devin Townsend. Initial hit by
Minimal
number 6,
gain, if any,
Ben
that
Rail.
time on the pitch out to Townsend. Once again picking on Ben Rail out there, the outside linebacker.
Gain is to the 36-yard line.
The way they rallied to the ball
3rd down and
is
2.
impressive. they're going to need to do a lot of that next week against Muskego, who's winning big again tonight against Waukesha North.
Yeah, I think I saw they put a 50 spot up on the North Stars tonight.
Excellent football team.
Now 3rd and 2. Ports on the near side here. Hug throwing it high, and it's tipped away incomplete. Looking for Will Ports that time, and he was spilled as he got his hands on the football. Kyle Santos with the contact that time as the ball got there. One more look here.
We talked about Santos in our feature of players before the game, and he's a coach on the field, makes all the calls.
Well, this is the ball game right now for Waukesha West. Looks like they will go for it here on 4th and 2 at the Mukwonago 36. Hug, complete to Kajawa. He'll get the first down at the 30-yard line. Big fourth down catch. Kyle Santos with the tackle, but they go to Kajawa, the tight end, second team all-conference, comes up with a big play.
Gain is good for a first down for the Wolverines.
Jawa, we think, has about 5 catches on the night.
Good-looking receiver. Made a couple of nice catches tonight. Empty backfield here. 1st and 10 from the 30, and a timeout taken by Waukesha West.
Has some confusion about the personnel that needed to be in there on this down.
Timeout.
Well, timeout. That gives us an opportunity to speak with Paul Maxwell from DEA.
The DEA and the Wisconsin Department of Justice are proud to be partners with Thursday Night Lights, and we're happy to see football being played this fall in Southeast Wisconsin. We wanted to make sure we got a message out to all students and family about the dangers of opioid abuse that we're still seeing, particularly with COVID-19 pandemic. We've seen an increase in overdoses as well as deaths related to this. We're hoping that we can partner with you, the families and students, to help alleviate this abuse here in Wisconsin. On October 24th, 2020, we'll hold an event where everyone can bring their unused, unwanted medications and drop them off at over 200 local law enforcement agencies throughout the state of Wisconsin. No questions will be asked when you drop the medications off, and this could save lives of family members or friends. Please check out the websites listed to find a location near you. We ask that you have a great football season, everyone stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.
Following the timeout, 1st and 10 from the 30, quarterback draw. They'll spread them out. Hug inside the 25, wrapped up at the 23.
Brought down on the play line, number 7,
Sam Orlando there on the stop. That time just spreading everybody out, running the quarterback draw.
You know, that was something we mentioned on our keys to the game, coaches' keys to the game. They wanted to spread them out and use their speed, but the defense of Mukwonago negates that by how quickly they get to the ball carrier.
2-by-3 formation here with an empty backfield on 2nd and short. Hug with time. Looking for Andringa, can't come up with it. Well covered on the play that time by Drew Trudwell. Trudwell with a pick already tonight. Looking for Andringa, trying to take advantage of the 6'8" Nathan Andringa.
Yeah, against the 6-foot Trudell.
Pretty good thrown ball.
Was going to run out of room in that end zone as well.
3rd and 2 from the 22. Again, empty backfield. 5 receivers going out, trips to the right side. They'll come back right side, looking for Kajawa. There was contact there. Santos making contact just as the ball was getting there. No flag, and it brings up 4th down.
Kind of wrapping them up.
Yeah.
4th down and 2 for the Wolverines.
So another 4th down here for Waukesha West. They've converted on 1 here on this drive. Need to convert here to have a chance. Trips to the right. 2 receivers left for Hug. Running the draw up the middle. fights his way inside the 15, spins down to the 11, first down. West, Kyle Santos finally got him to the turf.
Check on a play by number 20.
It's a 10-yard pickup
number 42, Kyle Santos.
On the quarterback draw by Tyler Hugg.
They had a linebacker spying on the quarterback that time, but Hugg was able to avoid him, get upfield for that critical first down.
Just inside the 12-yard line. 5.5 minutes to play, down 16. This time they'll go 2 receivers to the right. They will hand it off. Greaser coming around the right side, breaks a tackle inside the 5 down to the 2-yard line. Greaser on a nice run. Tyler Rozak with the tackle.
Reminiscent of that touchdown run he had in the first half where he kind of plants that foot and turns upfield.
Ball just inside the 3-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Hugg getting the play from the sideline. Will take it back into the huddle. Go out of the eye and roll. Hugg left, comes back left side, catch is made. Jason McIntyre, the fullback, with the touchdown, and West still alive here, trailing by 10.
Little boot action, put that ball on his hip, the quarterback Hugg.
Jason McIntyre with his first touchdown reception this season. The fullback, 5'11", 210. That'll keep you happy in practice this week. Your fullback getting a touch.
Right. I don't want to be known as a blocking back. I want to score. Going obviously for 2 here. They've got to have a chance to make this a 1-score game.
So the try for 2 for the Wolverines. Again, they'll go I formation. Snap over the head of Huggs. He'll pick it up, and Hugg's going to be buried back at the 15-yard line. Sometimes football is very simple, and that time just the exchange did not go the right way. Santos gets credited with the tackle. 2-point conversion goes to the wayside. 23-13, Mukwonago by 10. We will step out. Special Friday edition of the Heiser Automotive Group Thursday Night Lights presented by Landmark Credit Union. Hey, you can watch your favorite animated shows, including The Simpsons, Family Guy, and Bob's Burgers. It's a new time for Animayhem. That's weeknights starting at 10, right here on My 24. Wolverines convert on 2 4th downs on that scoring drive. They get the touchdown on the pass to Jason McIntyre, but the try for 2 falls short. We were talking here during the break. Coach, you go for the onside kick here?
Almost have to. You're down by 10.
Try and kick it hard off the front man, and I'll tell you what,
recovered on the play.
DA take-back kickoff, recovered by Kyle Santos.
Why not? Kyle's done everything else tonight.
Coach, I don't know of anybody that would put a linebacker up as one of your hands guys up there for a kickoff, but Santos was up there and he made the coverage. Well, it's simple right now. West has to keep Mukwonago from getting a first down. Waukesha West has 2 timeouts remaining. They will go to Kastner. Cole Kastner moving the pile forward, still on his feet across the 45 to the 44-yard line.
Kastner on the carry. Check on the play.
Officially down to the 43.
CJ Greaser at number 35.
CJ Greaser there on the stop. That's the 11th tackle tonight. Greaser.
9, 2nd down and 1.
Not what you wanted there. Gain of 9 on first down.
Right. Cole Kastner is somewhere near 115, 120 yards on the night.
Again, Gannon's going to wait for the back judge to start his count. Again, it's Kastner. He is met by Greaser again. Did not get the first down.
On the carry.
Be stopped for no gain.
Number 25, C.J. Greaser.
C.J. Greaser has played well here tonight for Waukesha West.
Well, you know, Coach Rux talked about what an excellent player C.J. is, and playing on both sides of the ball.
First down for the
He was our Scholar Athlete nominee tonight.
Outstanding wrestler, as we mentioned.
At the 42-yard line.
Well, it was enough for a first down. So they will give the Indians the first down here with 3:20 to go. And again, Gannon waiting for the back judge to start his countdown on the play clock.
Flinch.
There was a flinch up front, no call. Now a penalty flag comes down.
65. Dead ball. False start.
False start on the Indians' 5-yard penalty.
7 penalties tonight for Mukwonago. If there's one area they're going to need to improve on going into their game against Muskego next week, it's the self-inflicted penalties tonight.
Yeah, you can't afford against Muskego to break up your own drives.
So 5-yard penalty moves it back to the 47-yard line. Clock is rolling here. Kastner, left side. Gets it down to the 40-yard line. And now West will take their second of 3 timeouts. Stopping the clock with 2:30 to play. Tate Peters there on the stop.
That's their second timeout.
Well, we're going to have an interview here. Luka Pavalakis from Sweetwater here to tell us about their organization.
Hi, my name is Luka, and I'm the volunteer coordinator at Sweetwater. We're currently running a program called Adopt or Drain. In football, it takes all 11 players working together to score a touchdown. Just like it takes all 11 players to score a touchdown in football, it takes everybody living in the Milwaukee area to make sure that our waters and our lakes stay clean. When it rains, if there's debris in our storm drains or trash or litter, that stuff can get in and cause problems. It could cause property damage, flooding, and it could cause pollution in our waterways. To learn more about this and to get active and help our community, visit the website here.
2.5 minutes to go. Mukwonago up by 10. Coach Rux was out during that timeout, spent the entire timeout talking with the officiating crew here. You know, there's a rule about penalties, offensive penalties, and when the clock is stopped or wound. That clock kept running during that penalty walk-off.
That whole time.
I think that's what Coach Rux wanted, was some sort of an explanation here as to why the clock continued to run after that offensive penalty. They may be putting some time back on the clock here now as the officials have had an opportunity to discuss amongst themselves.
You know, as a coach, that's all you wanted from an official was an explanation, do it in a reasonable way, try to make sure you correct any error that might have occurred.
They might be putting some more time on the clock here.
Probably not that much. It's showing 20 on the clock right now.
Well, they're going to add 3 seconds back to the clock. Okay. It took almost a full minute off that penalty.
I was going to say.
Now 2nd and 10. Kastner over 100 yards tonight, gets the call left side. West looking for that football, and they'll make the stop, and they'll take their final timeout.
Cole Kastner on the carry.
With 2:25 to play.
Again by number 25,
C.J. Greaser again in on that stop. 13 tackles tonight for Greaser.
That's their 3rd and final timeout.
As we said to Coach Rux at halftime, he's got to be proud of the effort his team gave tonight against a very balanced Mukwonago offense.
Yeah, West will return, actually head back out on the road. They're scheduled next week to play at Arrowhead. Meanwhile, Mukwonago will be back here at home next Friday, scheduled to play Muskego. West with 3 games left at Arrowhead, Waukesha North, and Oconomowoc is what I've got here. Meanwhile, Mukwonago, their final home game will be against Muskego next week, and then 2 on the road at Waukesha South and at Kettle Moraine. At least that's scheduled. It's the year of COVID. That's an hour-by-hour schedule.
Right.
So we've talked to the coaches the last several weeks. That's how they've viewed this.
Both coaches said the exact same thing. The two things that they've noted about it. You're very anxious, and you're very frustrated and very worried all the time of what will happen. On the plus side, the players have appreciated the opportunity to play. They enjoy it. They're thankful for what they've got.
West out of timeouts. Mukwonago on a 3rd and 6 from the 38. Nothing there for Kastner.
On the carry up the middle. Check on
For
the
a
play
loss
by
back
number
in the
36.
40-yard line.
Jack Cumbinger, number 9,
Seibel
Colin Seidel.
Was there to make the tackle. Unfortunately, West cannot
Ball's
stop
on
the
the
clock
40-yard
here,
line.
so
Fourth
Mukwonago's
down
going
and
to take
8.
all the time they need here on 4th down. Yeah, all things considered, what went into this game here this week, and the visit with Coach Rux, and you went out there on Monday, and he was really beside himself because some players were hurt from the previous week and told they're pretty much done for the year, and others with the COVID tracking and contact tracing that they do. And
yeah, he had just found out prior to coming out to practice.
Timeout, Indians. That's their first timeout.
So Mukwonago will take the timeout with 1:36 to play. West will have an opportunity here, but they're down 2 scores.
Right. Well, a touchdown right before the half. If they could have gotten out of the half without giving up that last touchdown pass, might have made for a different game.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Mukwonago, this might be their first victory over West in quite some time. I think 10, 11 years, I believe.
Yeah, they've had, in the past couple of years, they've had like 2-point games,
Yes.
36-34, 38-36.
Yep. Coach Gnavic on the sideline there in the white hat. Drayton Gannon does the punting here. Colin Seibel will stand at the 15-yard line.
Penalty on the Indians.
Oh, okay. So there was no timeout. The officials decided to call a delay of game on
5-yard
Mukwonago.
penalty will be assessed. Take it back to the 45-yard line. 4th down for the Indians.
That's why the Gator was down on Coach Gnavic on that sideline. He wanted to have a clear conversation with the official on that one. Off the side of his foot, it will bounce and it'll be covered up. Smart play. I think that was Gerstner who came up with that recovery. Again, playing with that right hand bandaged up.
He still managed to
he still was able to come up with that. How about that?
33-yard line.
Well, minute 30 to go. Down 2 scores.
C.J. Grissar coming into the game again.
They had some success going empty here, getting those 5 receivers out. Let's see what defensive coordinator Ryan Young has cooked up here with 1:30 to go.
Yeah, we haven't seen Mukwonago blitz nearly as much as we might have thought. They've been content to drop 8 into coverage.
They'll go trips here to the near side on 1st down. Hug with time, back over the middle and through the hands of Kajawa. Dangerous pass there.
87, Dan Kajawa.
Through Kajawa's hands and nearly picked off.
Number 9, Matt Essman. And number
Essman was
42,
back
Kyle
there
Santos.
on coverage, along with Santos. Sets up 2nd and 10 from the 33.
Now West has had a few drop passes this evening, which has also slowed that offense.
Again, trips here to the near side. Grisser stays in the backfield. Hug coming back near side. Catch made. Going right to the turf. Will Ports. About the 39-yard line. Short of the first down. It's a gain of 6. Ben Rail was there to make the tackle. Weston hurry up. 3rd and 5. Hug with time, comes back near sideline looking for Kajawa, makes the catch, gets out of bounds at the 47-yard line, a pickup of 9. Matt Essman able to make the tackle. Minute and 1 to play, down 10. This time they blitz. Hug has to scramble, will get out of bounds at midfield. 2-yard pickup for Tyler Hug. Gets it to the midfield stripe, sets up 2nd down and 8.
Also helping out on the play, number 90 for the Indians, Cole Drepka. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Hug hasn't had quite as much success throwing tonight as he would like. And part of that is due to how the run game has been taken away from West.
Again, he was honorable mention all-conference as a wide receiver last year, had 54 catches for over 900 yards and 9 touchdowns. This year, he's running the offense as the senior quarterback. 2nd and 8. Hug gets set, pass thrown behind, Ports incomplete. He was open, it would have been enough for a 1st down.
3rd down and 8.
Stops the clock with 50 seconds to play. From midfield, 3rd down, 8. Trips to the right side. In the backfield is Greaser. And now Hug will scramble. He'll get drilled at the 45-yard line, short of the 1st down. Clock continues to run. 38 seconds to play. So 4th down and 3. Hug with time. Comes back, receiver fell down. Was trying to go to Townsend at the 35-yard line. He slipped and fell as he made his break on the ball. And Mukwonago will take over and put this one away here tonight. So the Indians will get to 3-1. Bounce back from last week's loss to Arrowhead with a hard-fought win here at home tonight. Waukesha West will fall to 1-2. Heading out to Merton next Friday against Arrowhead.
Well, I think the Waukesha West coaches still have to be proud of the effort. Steve Vitale, the defensive coordinator, other than a couple, breakdowns and pass coverage, his defense has played very, very hard tonight.
One more snap, and we'll put this one to bed here tonight in a chilly Mukwonago. Gannon will take the knee, and this one's
final play of the game
in the books here tonight here at Hensler Field. Mukwonago picks up the win, 23-13, snapping an 8-game losing skid here to Waukesha West. 23-13 your final here tonight. When we come back, we'll have our post-game show that'll include our championship trophy presentation, also our watershed moment of the ball game coming your way in our post-game. Once again, the final here in Mukwonago tonight, Indians over the Wolverines, 23-13. Mukwonago gets to 3-1 on the season with a 23-13 victory over Waukesha West tonight. Time now for our Sideline Champions Trophy presentation. And down there from Mukwonago tonight is inside linebacker, star of our ball game, and homecoming king, Kyle Santos. Kyle, congratulations.
Hey, thank you very much.
Hard-fought win here tonight, and you were part of it. You were anchoring that defense, come up with a couple of big plays here tonight.
Yeah, D-line played great tonight. They all hit their aiming points. You know, we want to bring a lot of energy on G. We came out soft, you could say, last week against Arrowhead, so we really wanted to come out in our homecoming, give a good representation of Mukwonago football to the fans tonight.
Well, your team really seems to swarm to the ball, and I think, you know, you gradually wore down Waukesha West, which was coming in here a little undermanned to begin with.
Yeah, you know, our team's defined on toughness. You know, we have hard practices all week, so we come out and we're ready for the games. You know, we're just going to punch them in the mouth and come out and just try and make them quit. You know, that's what we're defined on. We're defined on toughness and just come out and play our hardest every game with tons of energy.
You mentioned coming out of that Arrowhead game, what took place last week, not happy with that result, and I think you guys in practice this week were really working hard to finish off this ball game here tonight.
Yeah, last week we were a little low on energy, so all week during practice we emphasized energy. You know, just we want to come out and hit them, and you know, it was our homecoming, first time the fans could come in, and so we want to give them a good showing of our, you know, our football, brand of football we want to play here.
A big game next week with Muskego, right?
Yeah, you know, they're on a 30-win streak or something like that. We know they're pretty good, but we're going to hit practice on Monday, you know, work hard, and we'll give them our best shot. It'll be a good game on Friday.
Well, Kyle, congratulations. Hey, and congratulations on being named Homecoming King, too.
Thank you very much.
Get a trophy and a crown with this, huh?
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right. Walking away with the hardware is Kyle Santos tonight, a senior linebacker for Mukwonago. Time now to present our Watershed Moment, brought to you by Southeast Wisconsin Watershed Trust. Then we have to go back, I think, coach, in that second quarter, late in that second quarter, Mukwonago driving, and really I thought maybe the backbreaker for the ball game in the Watershed Moment tonight, the touchdown to Braun.
Yeah, they had made a couple great stops, and all of a sudden the lead pass get caught right before the end of the half in the corner, but they busted a cover 2 coverage.
And increased that lead out to 16-7, and I thought maybe took a little bit out of the sails for that Waukesha West team heading in the locker room at halftime. Our Watershed Moment tonight brought to you by Southeast Wisconsin Watersheds Trust. Mukwonago with the win tonight, 23-13. We'll take a break. A final word from Hensler Field right after this on My 24. Week 4 in the books here tonight from Mukwonago. The Indians over Waukesha West tonight by a score of 23-13. Week 5 next week of the Heiser Automotive Group Thursday Night Lights presented by Landmark Credit Union. It's a Parkland Conference matchup. Pirates and Vikings, Pewaukee, heading east to take on New Berlin West. Our first trip out to New Berlin West.
I don't believe we've ever appeared at New Berlin West.
Well, the two of us will be making an appearance at New Berlin West, masks and all. That'll be next week, Thursday. An actual Thursday night light on Thursday night. I think our first one this year will be at New Berlin West. Should be a great ball game. Pewaukee taking on New Berlin West, Vikings and the Pirates. Next Thursday night right here on My 24. That'll wrap things up here tonight. A big thank you tonight to our My 24 sports crew. Brian Kelly doing the spotting tonight did an excellent job. For my broadcast partner, Terry Kelly, I'm John Weiser. Good night from Mukwonago.